All right, so welcome again to Military Guna TV. Thank you very much for coming in, people. I have my co-host, Mr. JD from I'm, and guess what? Congratulations, bro! Congratulations on winning the Premier League. I have to say that as you're brandishing your colors with your earphone, how does it feel?
It's a great feeling, you know.
Yeah.
It's a great feeling not to even play a match, you know, and Leicester bust down Manchester United, you know. It's a great
Mhm.
feeling.
Yeah, they literally just handed the trophy like that. From the same moment I see the starting lineup, I was like, oh, no, like, it's Manchester United, as Manchester City won. That's it for them. But congratulations again, and junior guys next season, I believe, because they look really, really good right now. But that's it for them. But we so much people in the chat already. Big up, guys. Bravo Rich Trajan and also Dave and McCleary. Thank you guys for coming in. Today we have a few things we want to discuss. Well, a few things we want to discuss. Big up Khalees. How are you? Photos of Jamaica. Big up Andy McNally as well. We have already 6 persons in the chat. Guys, as you come, just smash the like button. As you guys know, it does help with the visibility. And as we want the show to grow, we also want the military squad to become a family and a big, big family. Hopefully, we can do that. So, we're going to discuss the JFF people. Today, always going to say that both JD and I are defenders of the JFF. We're the avengers of the JFF. But today, we want to highlight what they are doing wrong. We need to highlight what they are doing wrong. Lindell, big up. Thank you for coming as well. We definitely have to highlight what they are doing wrong because when I really really sit back and have a look, I'm seeing other teams doing great things, and then I'm seeing patty shop business, literally. Let's take it in layman term, patty shop business. And I am tired of it. I'm really, really tired of it. For the past few weeks, I've been consistently going on the JFF YouTube channel, the JFF Instagram, also their Twitter, all social media platforms, even their website, and I'm consistently seeing the same things over and over again. No updates, nothing new, nothing fresh. So the question is, as a reggae boy fan, am I happy with what's happening? Am I really, really happy? JD, what do you think about it? Are you happy with what you're seeing?
Um, be honest, nope, not at all. But you have to always go back to what the culture offers. What the culture offers and what people expect from certain people. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
So what I meant by that is these guys are incredible smart in the culture. So they know that they don't necessarily need to go out and apply certain things, which is standard under different cultures.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I think is a problem. It's very unprofessional because I told people before, I always start at respect. And then when you gradually lose that respect, we have to come to honesty. You understand
Yeah.
me? So we start out respecting the JFF because obviously we can't start out blaming people. That's not how the real world works. So
Yeah.
now we gave them the long leash and then they kept chipping it off, not producing on time. And then we see over here people literally producing and literally publicizing the artifacts and stuff which we are
Mm-hmm.
still waiting on them. I think they have not so much respect for the fans and the Jamaica people overall, at
Yeah.
least at this stage. You get me?
Yeah.
It could be a lot of other things in the pipeline for the reason why they ain't publishing it yet, but
Mm-hmm.
be a little bit more transparent. Be a little
Yeah.
bit more transparent.
Exactly.
It's pretty disrespectful because as you know, I've covered numerous different nations, and that's the reason why, because you can pick up um good points over here and bad points. You get me?
Yeah.
Because you can compare now when you're looking at more than one fields.
Yeah.
And every other country right around, even if they don't have the caliber of players,
Mm-hmm.
they have the organization.
Yeah.
And nothing needs hard work and hard organization.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's what I've learned in life.
Yeah. What I realized is that I think a day ago, yesterday morning, I was sitting on my bed and lie down and randomly scrolling on Twitter, on YouTube. moving through some of the videos, and I saw Dean Gore. I saw Dean Gore interviews. I think that's about 10 minutes. And he said some specific things attached to the team. And his main aim is that moving forward. That was his main aim. That was the main consensus of what he was talking about. Moving forward, how can he better himself? How can he better the team? And how can he put the nation on a wider scale to be noticed? Now, he said that since all they have started to do, they realize that the nation's name is being called on so much different occasion. So he's now looking at it that it must be something correct that they're doing. If it's consistent with other countries talking about what they're doing in the footballing aspect of things, it means that they're doing something good. And that is what he highlighted. Now, we as Jamaicans, we look at I go on the Twitter for JFF Twitter this morning, and let's see, I'm gonna go track back to see how far back things are updated. And I think it was like last year after the friendly. And I'm like, didn't we play that friendly this year against the USA? Why haven't those things sorted out? Why haven't those things been mentioned on the main screen? So, as you said, transparency is something that JFF is not good at. No, we're seeing other managers, other coaches for different nations coming out openly speaking about their what their plans are, what they want to do, and their intent, coming out with the mission statement, the objectives, how they want to accomplish those objectives. Then now, in JFF, it's total silence, complete silence. No one knows what's happening. The last we heard was that there was a provincial 11 or 30-man squad, which should be announced. And according to the person that said exactly what is to happen, is a media press personnel working with JFF. And the date has passed. The date has passed. So what is it that us as fans, should do if we can't get reliable information from the press that is working with the JFF?
But that's what I've said. In life, no, based off experience, what I've learned, I think people not taking accounts how much the culture impact every single decision. Keep in mind, we have a behavior like we should not tell our business, right? So people come subconsciously ready to accept when they don't bring out anything. They make excuses for it subconsciously. So these are the things that they do play on, when really and truly it should be mandatory for you to release statements. United States release statements 1 month in advance. Mexico release statements 1 month in advance. Suriname is releasing statement 3 months in advance. So really and truly, it's the culture is the problem, and they can play on top of that culture to feed their own benefits. I don't know what their benefits are, so I'm not going to come here and bash them on a side that I don't know, and that's the difference with me. I only tackle points that literally benefits the conversation at point. When I do find something else wrong with them, I will call them out. But for now, it's big time bad. Big time bad.
Yeah. And for me, this is what happened. I'm feeling embarrassed, right? I'm feeling embarrassed because what if I had told one of my friends from the USNMT supporters group that we'll be releasing our squad today, so we know how we stand. And remember, they have released their squad for the Nation League. They have released their squad for the Nation League, despite that a few of them are not happy about the squad itself, but they have done something. We haven't done anything. Now, news are basically rumors broke earlier this maybe about 2 weeks or a week ago that
Mm-hmm.
there's supposedly to be friendlies, and it has been mentioned to and from about from different variety of people about these friendlies, but nothing confirmed as yet. Now, when these rumors are coming out, like, I'm so happy that I'm not the type of person that jumps on a rumor and run with it, because I need concrete evidence. Despite it can be true, yes, but you need concrete evidence. This is not only about credibility, but it's about it's about not misleading the people that are viewing what you
But
have to say
but
and
didn't
taking
I say
consideration those things.
did didn't I say to you that it should never be anything of credibility? It should
Yeah,
not. No one outside the JFF should be out here talking about who is credible from who is not credible. It should not happen. The JFF should be mandatory to release statements,
hmm,
because if you're not working with the JFF, you should not have one talk. You get
yeah,
me? That's how it goes in every single other countries. You come with your skills after the press conference has been released and the statements and everything.
hmm,
That's how it should work. It should not go the it always the system break everything. That's why
hmm,
I've come with this talk of party shop, because I always believe that everything goes the opposite way, and people inside Jamaica strongly believe that that's the way things run. But I'm begging you, before you chastise me and talk anything, go around and any other social forum, and you will realize that everything works through the organization. And then after, my friends them like USMNT, Tactical and those guys report on it after. They have to get the news from those guys, not other individual.
yeah,
Then JFF answered tweet like it's a reverse
yeah.
thing. It makes no sense. It's not organized,
But
and that's the
when
big
you look at it,
problem.
JD, when you look at it like this, because JFF is not releasing anything new, they're
Hmm.
not publishing anything. That give the fan base, especially for myself, a thirst for something. So it means that anyone can say something and you gravitate towards it. Any single one can say something because you are so thirsty for the information. You're going to gravitate to anything that generally is thrown at you. I'm going to show some of the comments.
Yes,
Big
no
up
problem.
JD and Guna. Kelly said facts. Chavi said big up guys. Giovanni said big up Guna and JD. Michael Garden said I may not see no names for the friendlies. Them we still have known what we don't know what's happening. Garden. Chavi said JFF Instagram and Twitter is worse run by any national team. Yeah, I agree with that. Khalid said didn't Earl Bailey say that JFF would release a list? Exactly. That's the reason, and that's why. So you say you're credible. Why is that? Why is the list not out here as yet? He did. So big up, big party shop. Absolutely no accountability. Jero said JFF need an injection of young people, either that or a radical mind like Craig Butler. But you have to remember that everyone has their own agenda. Let me see. Bravo's Race Squadron said Simon's excuse was that champs was going on and they didn't give an update to what was happening and change of plans. Obviously, he doesn't know what's happening then. And I won't even say anything. Wolverine said champions. Congratulations. Really no. Lame excuse. Bravo. That was a lame excuse. Big up JD and Gouda from Jaros.
Best of
Bravo said lame
cheers.
excuse. If agents of the JFF are misleading the public with false information, then credibility and accountability come into question. I do agree with
Yes,
that. I agree
yes.
with that. Welcome to the show, Marlon. What's up, bro?
That's a reach, you know. That's how I watch Barcelona. I give away a league again.
Yeah, that's typical Barcelona. I doubt they're going to give it away, though. I think they're still going to win.
No, man.
We're still going to see some of the comments, and I'm going to ask your input on what's happening. Public opinion is just public opinion. That's facts. That is facts. That is facts.
But this
Unless you have someone from the public coming out with facts which are written from JFF themselves.
No, but
Then it won't be an opinion.
Kelly's is right. Public opinion is just public opinion. But Kelly's, what if people report their opinion as actual statements and facts? It becomes pretty much misleading, and due to the fact that you're not hearing anything from JFF, people start taking people's opinions as facts. And that's the big problem here, because maybe JFF doesn't have anything in the paperwork for maybe a year and longer. But due to the fact that people so thirsty for contents or clicks, as what Guna says, it led to that point of your opinions becomes facts only in your mind state. But obviously, a lot of thirsty people need something which is fear. That is not a problem, because if you love a country and you love a system, you want to see the best. You understand me? So you're going to rush for anything, but it's not necessarily the right thing. And that's what we're seeing here. It's not just the one agent of the JFF that misleading the public, but everyone that reports on it, saying something will come and it didn't turn up, they are all misleading the public. You get me?
Yeah.
It's not one person. That's what I would say still. But I like your thing, your comment.
Marlon, so reports previously came out about the squad being released today, and also the friendlies being named today. But guess what? There's nothing like that. We haven't seen anything. What's your take on that? In accordance with transparency, are people trying to mislead the public?
Well, remember last week Thursday they had a press conference, so they said for the female team, so they said they released the squad, the pool of players are basically for the friendlies and the Gold Cup games. So still anticipated, it's Jamaica, so
Marlon, no, I'm not cutting you, but that's what we want people to stop saying. It's Jamaica. That means you're actually giving people the rights to take advantage of us. You understand me? That's the difference I've learned, and that's why I've kept fighting with people in the comments every day, because these are the things I want to be instilled. Real order and turn up on time. That's all I'm saying.
They said 11, so I'm still waiting.
Yeah, so that's it, Marlon. We want to move away from the mentality that because they say something and they don't deliver, we accept it. Right at this moment, this is the reason why I did this stream, because I won't accept what they're offering. I will not accept what they're offering, and this is not the time for excuses. Listen, what I'm looking at is this. We are in a generational, a golden era with the set of players that we have, with the quality players that we have. We haven't gotten these quality players for such a long time, and now we have it. We have to take it serious as a fan, and also I believe that they themselves should take it more seriously, because if they don't meet the objectives this time around, all who is in the job right now should literally walk. Just walk, because it means that you got a golden generation, and you did not achieve any of the objectives with that generation. It means that you have failed. You have failed, and I believe that if you fail like that, you should walk.
Yep, but as I've said before, it's nothing to do with rickets. It's nothing to do with anybody on the panel. I think it has to do with what the acceptance of the public is. Because if you bring someone else and they're still going to come up with the mentality of, okay, if they don't do it today, they will do it tomorrow. That doesn't work in anywhere else other than Jamaica. Simple as that.
Yeah.
And if that don't stop, you're going to just bring people to do the same thing, and that's my only problem.
Yeah. So basically, it's like a repeat, rinse and repeat. We can't operate like, we just cannot operate like that. I believe this is what I believe. We have 1 month. The only thing we've been hearing for the last 2 or 3 weeks is rumors. There's rumors that there will be camp. I'm not sure. There's rumors that they have the friendlies. There's rumors that this and that and all these players are coming in. But there's nothing factual that we can work and say that this is what we have. And if that is the case, why not come out and say, we are going forward with these members. Until then, we shall make addition. But this is what we have now, and this is what we're working with. So that we as fans can say, okay, this is what we're working with, so this is what we're going forward. This is where the issue of transparency comes in place. Where because there's no transparency, we're always in the dark. We urge and we hunger for information. So we're going to take information from any, maybe just someone from downtown just do something and tell us anything, and we'll accept it. Because we're in a fragile mental state that we want information, and anything will do. And that is a problem that we're having right now. Today, the day has passed. No squad list, no friendlies announced. No reason why it was not announced. We as fans, and we accept it, that we're going to say, okay, so maybe they're going to do it tomorrow. Maybe they're going to, no, you name your date that this will happen at this particular time period. And because it will happen at this particular time period, it should happen at that particular time period. If it does not happen, you should give a press release that this is the reason why it didn't happen. Give us a reason why it didn't happen. Not just, it just don't happen and then everybody go just carry on to their own business. This is an organization. In every organization, you take account for every single pen that and cross any T and dot any I. You have to be accountable for every single thing. We got a new the female that came in. Why can't I remember her name? There's no formal announcement of any movement in the backroom staff. Paul Hall came in. No public announcement. We're just lost. We're literally lost as fans. We don't know where to turn. We're grubbing up. We're trying to catch on straws. And there's nothing. So Marlon, my question to you. How long now have this issue of transparency been a problem for the JFF? And do you think that they will work on it?
Well, JFF definitely they have a big communication issue, especially when to giving no information to the public. So we all know that. So that has become a norm since because as I always say that the GenSec doesn't give out information or aggressive on his point of view. Most of his duties he should do related to the national squad, because he's a person that basically the GenSec and the press officer, they're the one who should normally give out information and stuff. But as I said, everybody was looking towards the announcement today, because what I heard from Mr. Bailey was like the three side that both teams will release the news on today the 11th. So they said because everything wasn't finalized as yet, so they wanted to, because I know Japan is basically hosting what they call the Carrying Cup.
Yeah, right. So that's the thing. There's no confirmed information that this is exactly what's happening, and I'm a bit worried. No, as I said, this stream in particular is literally calling out JFF to be held accountable for the normalcy that they put in place. Normalcy. So I want them to take accountability for that and dismantle that normalcy and change the mentality that it is a normalcy. Do you agree with me, JD?
Yes, of course, 100%. You just want the standard, the standard what you signed up for, you should produce at all times. Anything less, you should be penalized for it every single time, and nothing else should go on the side. You should not give anyone else a chance to prove nothing else. You should be penalized every time you don't, and that's why when I did the video saying about the guys wanted the corporate governance, I said that would be a good way to go about it, because someone should be all accountable even at the highest level for any missteps. And that's why I wanted a corporate governance in. So I think the guys that are the lawyer that represented the guys brought up that, and it was pretty much of a solid point. You need things like this to curve the organization, because you need something to run properly, to educate other businesses in Jamaica to run properly. You get me? If you keep on letting everything run the same, it's going to be just a domino effect. You have to stand up and make a change. And this is one of the biggest businesses left in Jamaica that's run by Jamaicans. So use this as the main corner headstone to get it running right. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, yeah, and I think it's our responsibility as a platform with a voice, giving also other fans voice, that we do the right thing, call out these organizations, call out these members, and let them know that we as fans, because we are all fans, we as fans, none of us are working for JFF. None of us are in any secret position for JFF. We are all fans. Call out fans, call out the JFF that this is what we want. We want transparency. We want to know what is happening. We want information. Give us information. Keep us up to date with what's happening as team. We are fans. We love our players. We are fully 100% behind our players, and we want to support our players. But we can't support our players when we don't know anything about them, when we are not up to date with what's happening around them. Now, they may know got a new deal with Digicel. It's not even on the JFF website. Come on. These just as simple as that. Just a simple thing as that, people want to know. As small as that is, people do want to know about it. I'm going to run through some of the comments. Giovanni said JFF needs some people from JAAA to help them with professionalism. Khalid said, then that is misleading until it is verified from the authority. Yes, and I've seen a few times where it's verified and people take offense to it. JFF seems like they don't care about the media. Yeah, well, if they don't care about the media, I think they should care about the fans. You don't have to care about the media, but care about the fans. Randy, big up. Randy, pressuring me, man. Earl Bailey said it should be Tuesday. No, it has passed. So you can't trust anyone until the news is out. There as facts. There as facts. Okay, I'm getting confused with that. That is twisting me up, Travis. Too much old heads in the JFF. It's way behind. They even know how to run social media. Well, I'm not sure that, Travis. Bravo said there's literally no excuses for them not to have released the list. None whatsoever. I don't think so. Earl Bailey is an agent of the JFF. So if he provides information regarding the JFF, then it is expected to be credible information. He is their press officer. And if the press officer himself is not passing information that is 100% accurate, and even if the information is not accurate, he should have came out and rectified by making a statement on any social media platform that I was wrong, or I made such and such statement, but this is what caused the delay in such and such activity. I think we are doing things the wrong way. I believe we're doing things the wrong way. I don't know if everyone is looking credibility, and because they're looking credibility, you're trying to do things how you feel, please. But that's not how any organization run. It's pen to paper, and you give directives. You give directives, and people get a better understanding of what is happening. So, JD, so the press release officer himself came out and said that today is the day that the information will be passed on. Isn't he obligated now to go and rectify why the information was not passed on?
Yes, 100%. If he's the one that goes out and make speeches, he needs to come out and get it fixed. But as you can look at this and literally say, okay, this is delay tactics, because if he doesn't come out on the day to rectify the statement, he could save it for tomorrow. So that means you would not be looking for the list tomorrow either. You would be looking for it on the day that he will publish it on another time. So you get more extended time without even noticing. So that's what I'm saying. If you have a system where in which you actually accept any other usable sides, people can know how to play on those emotions. You get me? And that's what
Yeah.
I'm seeing here. I can't pull any punches. It's just people playing on people's emotions, and they're getting paid to do it. So what is more sweeter? You're getting
Yeah.
paid to take people for idiots, you know?
Marlon, question. Do you think the press officer, Mr. Earl Bailey, should right now, before the day is finished, to send something out in the media platform that the reason why the confirmation was not made?
You know, sir, I wouldn't say generally, because remember last week when they had the press conference, which was a open media. So the president himself said that the senior team, the male senior team, will be making the announcement on the squad at 11. So what Earl came and did on a platform, you see that is a private platform. It's basically the same thing what was said at the female media briefing.
Okay, so
you were just adding to what was said last week Thursday. Because
okay.
I'm just looking at the Japan website now. They have 2 games scheduled for the 3rd and 11th.
Yeah, they announced their names. They announced their dates. The USA announced their squad for the Nation League.
Nation League, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'm talking about. Now, since
No,
there's
but
right now, I think
that was mandated by CONCACAF. They have to announce the squad. The 4 teams have to announce their squad by the 12th. So for the Gold Cup now, it's mandated that they have to announce the squads, sending the squad to CONCACAF by the 15th.
By the
So
15th.
yeah, all the Gold Cup teams, all the team participating, even the ones that are in the playoff, they have to
so
submit.
we have 4 more days. We have 4 more
Yeah.
days literally. Well, 3 more days.
That's for the Gold Cup squad, but I'm talking about the Gold Cup. For the friendlies, they said the press conference was basically about the friendly games.
Oh, okay. So the press conference is based on the friendlies. But remember now, the press conference is for the friendlies. They have to be wary that they have 3 more days to send the Gold Cup squad.
Well, basically, I'm understanding the squad is already the names are already there. So
if the names are already there, what is so complicated and difficult in letting the people, the fans know what is happening? I don't think it's that difficult.
But I'm not even cutting you.
Yeah.
Ian says here, military, the day is not finished. What time is it in Jamaica? Is it like
now 5? It's not
5
5
o'clock?
Yeah.
So what time you naturally have a press conference? 7 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the night?
No, in the morning, like 9.
Okay,
9,
no,
9, 8
no.
o'clock in the morning.
I'm just trying to ask
Yeah.
something, because I really want to know how
Curfew.
Jamaica runs their system.
Curfew is 8 o'clock, so I doubt any press conference can delay that long. And
It's
guess
very
what? It
common.
can happen via Zoom or one of those things. But in
Yes,
that
but
case, in the same case,
but the
the day
time,
is literally done.
yeah, because press conference naturally happens when most eyes are visible. So
Yeah.
I don't think to turn on the camera 9:30 in the night to do a press conference and explain your side, because not just giving out details, you have to explain what the future entails, because you're selling a product. You're selling a product. You want people to come and buy jerseys, even though I heard that the jerseys ain't existing. But if you even have it in the future, you want to sell something because you're selling something to the fans. You have to sell them a dream.
It's a product.
This looks like they're just apparently that's why I came up with this patty shop talking, but it looks like it's going right across the board.
And Kelly said it as well. Just typical party shop.
Okay.
Right now, because Earl Bailey came out and said that his own credibility is now questionable, because he said it. if you're not sure, even to save your credibility, what you should do, come out that, guys, I know I did say such and such. I did say it, but it didn't happen like this, but we will give you a further date when we'll do such and such. So I think that is quite simple. Kelly said, if a regular person from YouTube outside of JFF said it, it wouldn't bear any weight or credibility. It wouldn't bear any weight or credibility, but if it's someone that is working with the JFF. So Devon said, big up Devon, I do not trust the Football Federation. Mike Michael Richards. Everton Barley. Big up Everton. Blessed love and respect, MG. I'm proud of you. Big up. So, guys, this is the man that allows me or bring me in the world of football. Mr. Bartley himself. Very knowledgeable. If they were communicating substantially with the public, people wouldn't be relying on so much hearsay. Would know facts. There would be no bickering. There would be none whatsoever.
That line from Kelly's would have solved everything in the football fraternity in Jamaica right now. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Everything. It would definitely solve it. There's a lot of comments. I'm going slow. Big up Richard Stewart. Unprofessionalism and chaos is the order of the day when it comes to JFF. Oh, that's rough. That's rough. The whole of them to dash you. Kelly's going hard, man. It's like they want me to say they are so backwards. Kelly's going hard. Michael Gordon said this is BS, and DJ saying not to blame my crickets. That's no.
Is he talking me?
JD.
Is he talking
to JD?
Okay,
JD,
but I was trying to show him an overall assessment, showing everyone that it's not actually the organization, it's the people that comes on that organization, which is we, the individuals, because we accept certain things. Look at the comment section. Look at the comment section now. Tio said, oh, it's JFF, it's a last minute things, it's just good vibes. Okay, if you keep on accepting these things, they're going to do it on the last day as what Marlon says. And it's going to be just that. Yeah, on the last day when the people should reach in. That's what they're going to do. It's just that.
Yeah. As Michael Garden said, the book stops with Mr. Ricketts himself. Bravo said, why doesn't the JFF announce which players get their passport like Suriname? As we said, we're not getting transparency. It's hide and seek. Let me tell my friend over there. Let my friend over there go and tell someone else. And then by the time the information reaches us, is that different information than from what initially passed on. Travis said that's why they can't break the 50K Instagram followers mark as yet.
Oh God.
They are just slow. Even 80 have more than them. Really? Perform Ministries, thank you for coming in. JFF is what is known as a classical flop. Ooh. that's well, we tend to jog our foot in so much areas. And as we know, it's not JFF. We have to take blame as well as a society. We have to take blame as a society. And if we don't change the society, for example, I have a platform. I am trying to instill in the mentality of the Jamaican society that things written on paper coming from credible sources is far better and more credible than someone who you have never seen before. We have never seen before. We have never heard of before. Not working somewhere, just coming out and saying something. For example, I could never come out and say that JFF is going to release something today. I cannot do that because I don't work with JFF. Who would I get my information from? Even if I get my information from someone who works in JFF, I have no credibility to come out and say that they will drop it today. If someone from the JFF asks me, who give me that information, what then am I going to say? and people want to keep their sources. But in the whole end, we have to change the mentality. That is why I have a platform. That is what I'm trying to do. I want us as fans to look at football with a different perspective. I want us to approach football in Jamaica with a different perspective. I want professionalism. I want punctuality. I want transparency. I want to know what's happening. And not just me, I want all the fans to have to want and accept the same standard, nothing less than the best. That is the reason why I said if they fail to utilize the golden generation, there should be consequences.
I don't know if the fans of Jamaica, like everyone inside Jamaica, knows that they could actually combine, make a pack, a group, and write to FIFA as well. And get them in problem if they don't fall in line. But I won't give you all that information. You can go and read for yourself, because I don't want people to turn around saying that I'm trying to overthrow people. You get me? But it's there. Laws are there. I can tell you where to look, but I'm not going to tell you anything past that. You understand me? But in the real world, people have to work on the lines, because they know that everyone is educated to all the knowledge of what to do in order to overthrow them. I think they actually know that most Jamaicans don't know where to look. That's why they can do all these stuffs and get away with it. Believe me. But until we start educating ourselves and make some impacts, that's when they're going to start taking us serious. Period. And I don't have much more to say.
Kelly said, yes, he is responsibility. Just reaching this comment, the day is not finished. Well, we're going to wait and see, Mr. Campbell. We will definitely see. Hey, guys, so there's no roster list. Exactly, Theo. There's none. Kelly said, I was wondering. Theo said, this is just a Jamaican thing, you know, everything last minute. You know what, that's how we do it. Good vibes. Yeah, no professionalism, just good vibes. Perform Ministry said, was there any in the first place, roster? I mean, it was stated that there should have been one today, released today. Anything now is unprofessional. Is professional. Anything now isn't professional. Oh yeah. If it should release tomorrow, that's not professional. If it should release tomorrow, we need an excuse or a reason why it wasn't released on the day stated. Kelly said, JD Savage.
Ooh, what did I do? Sorry about that.
You said it chaos. Let me see. Oh, the comments are moving fast, man. Ian said, but JD, we are talking about the JFF, so anything is possible. But that's what we do. We don't want to accept it, Ian. We're trying to move away from accepting anything from the JFF.
I always like how Ian comments. He comments insightful things, insightful conversations. Well, Ian, what I have to say is you can educate a lot of the masses, and that's all what the masses need in order to get this thing under control. Because if you write them one stern message with an actual stamp on it, believe me, that alone changes a lot. Because keep in mind, if you're going to mess with people's bread, according to what they call it, everything changes.
Yeah.
Because that's what they're all about. You get me? Yeah.
Yeah. Giovanni said, unless they'll announce on TV, that is unlikely, which would be the news tonight. And we'll see. Perform Ministry said it should have happened for it to be aired on the 7 and 8 p.m. news. So it's unlikely that we're going to see it on news. Travis said national teams can't. It's done. But today is the day that it should have been done. That's what I'm saying. Today should have been the day. JFF working behind the scenes. They will release information soon, but I don't feel they're doing the right things. It's not about when they will release the information. It's about the JFF press officer coming out openly and saying that it will be done today, and the day literally is completed. There is nothing to announce as nothing bad, nothing has been confirmed. Exactly. JFF isn't doing anything behind the scenes except fumbling the bag. Bravo. They're just fumbling the bag, right? Archie, it's hot potty trying to hush. Big up Wayne, Evans. Big up military. You're doing wonderful job. Thank you very much, bro. Really appreciate it. If we don't qualify, the public will form a coup to overthrow the current JFF. What are you instigating, J-Ross? Marlon, I want you to make a good assessment of this. If we don't qualify, should the public form a coup and overthrow the current JFF?
You don't have the farmer code. The JFF by I think the tenure runs out at the end of the World Cup qualifier, end of the qualifiers. So I think he has one more year or 1.5 years.
Yeah. JD, do you agree with J-Ross here that we should form a coup if we don't qualify?
Yeah, but we just explained to you what you could do. You don't have to join a coup because sometimes just written statements are much more powerful than you going out there to damage yourself. You understand me? So I think going that route would have gotten rid of them very easily. It's just because we need to educate a lot of people at the same time and sending a lot of letters towards the main people that's giving them money. And once those money stops, everything is done. You understand? Yes, so I would go with that route first.
Kelly said we have big players wanting to play for us. The JFF needs to be more cognizant of their negligence as well as how they conduct themselves. You know, you think these players like flying for 9 hours and then this. Yeah, all right. So what is happening right now is this. I think that even the players themselves want transparency, but they won't say anything about it. No, I think at this point in time, this is the reason why I love the fact that we have a platform as fans, and as fans, we can openly speak about and air our grouses. The issues that we have problems, the things that we have problems, the issues that we have going forward, we can hear our problems on these platforms for us to move forward and try to see how best we can resolve them. Yes, be it that they might hear. It's not a must that they will hear what we're saying, but if we should push our platform as big as possible, I can guarantee you it will be heard. Our voices will be heard. And if we want betterment for the team, if we want betterment for the country, we have to push these concerns as far as possible, because these concerns are something that have been stagnating how we are progressing for the longest time. We haven't qualified for over 20 years, that's 2 decades. And we have the same system in place, rotating, going over and over again. And then when we don't qualify, we're going to blame it on players only. That the players weren't good enough. The players made an error there. The players did that. When truth and in fact, if you're in an organization, especially a business, the success of the business is driven from the top, from the CEO, from the owner of that business, goes straight down to the customer. We are the customers. We are the consumers. We consume what they have. Now, the owner of that business, in perspective, which is the JFF, is the head of JFF. And they control the Reggae Boyz. And if they don't have success in mind, or a clear path, if they don't have a clear path to success, we will consistently fail because of what is happening over and over and over again. And that path, that because it's not clear, we shall see failure again. We shall see failure again. And then when we see failure, we're going to do the same rotational thing and blame players. That we should have brought in this player, we should have brought in that player.
And look at what Profound Ministry said. Did you know that in any country, another football body can be formed under FIFA rules? But that's what I've just said, Profound. I've said to you that I wouldn't say getting rid of rickets would have solved anything, because we have a structure that we live, which is lackadaisical, and we accept anything. So what we have to do is literally go out and formulate some things, put a proper plan together, send it into FIFA, and once it has been approved, you can run against the JFF. I know it's difficult to do, but it's something that can be done if you read the right laws and you go through the right channels. And that's how you would actually have to stop everything, because I strongly believe if you chop rickets off and put someone in, it's going to be the same body around it. He's just the one that pulling the strings. And most of the time, the guy at the top really pull the true strings. He's just the one have to sign off on it. It's a body for a reason. You know? Yeah, that's
Big up Rajan Williams. He said Redman hand form. I watch his match today. Okay, so we have a few players that are on form. As you guys can see in my title, Lewis Baker scored a goal today. He had another exceptional game. That is the reason I put in the title. I did want it to go a bit more in depth in his performance, but I think right now we have a pressing issue, which is the JFF. So I'm glad I touched a bit on Lewis Baker. So you can't say I didn't touch on him, but the pressing issue right now is JFF. We need to address it, because since they have been waiting, I've been on Twitter, resetting, refreshing over and over, YouTube, refreshing Instagram, waiting on the press release. And this is something that I do assume that every single Reggae Boy fan is waiting on, and we want it. It's something that we want. And if we don't get it, we are going to be frustrated. We're going to be upset. But what we are doing right now is we're trying to put pressure on people to be accountable, to take accountability for their actions and what they say. So if you're the press officer, and he's someone that I follow on Twitter, because he has broken a lot of news, and I got a lot of information from him. But you're the press officer, you boldly came out and make a claim that this and that is in action, and it didn't work out. I'm expecting you to come and apologize why it didn't work out, and give us a fresh understanding of what the situation is, so we can know what to do moving forward. It's not a sense in which it didn't happen and no one cares and no one is accountable for it. People need to be accountable for their actions. It starts with the head of the JFF straight down to the press officers. Then now the footballers can take accountability for what they do on the pitch. If the top doesn't take responsibility and that organization produce pins, and the person on the floor who are creating the pin is not creating the pin properly, it is the supervisor's responsibility right there. The supervisor is not supervising. It is the manager's responsibility right there. And it just goes straight up to the top. And that's how a successful business is run. That's how it's run. So if the head of the organization is not demanding the highest aptitude of punctuality and professionalism, that is the key word, professionalism, we will not get it from any one of the board members, and from the manager, from the coaches, from the coaching staff, then no on the pitch from the players. We will not get it. Because in the world of football, it is a collective effort. Then no, we as fans, we play our part by cheering on the team, supporting the team with 100%. And it doesn't matter how bad the backroom staff is or how poor the players are playing, we as fans will always support the players. So I'm sure that we as fans are doing our part. I'm quite sure about that. I'm so far back in the comments. Remember, they are waiting for players to get passports, so it may be slower compared to the females. Travis, that sounds like an excuse. JD, would you address that for me? Because that sounds like an excuse for me.
Sir Travis, for instance, Marlon said before, we have until the 15th for the Gold Cup squad, and then for the friendlies, it's a little bit different. So if these guys' passport don't come through yesterday, it's not going to come through 2-3 days down the line. So that means they can't play. So if you're going to release the Gold Cup roster, that simply means you could have released it today because nothing will change in 4 days according to the logic of what's going on. So I think that part makes no sense. But if you would go down the route of the friendlies, you can put it on a different day. But don't tell the people that you're gonna send out the friendly list at this day and you don't do nothing. So I guess most of this argument, this thing overall just don't make it. You get me? Just they don't cut it this time around due to the fact that he came out and said something. You get me? You can't get any excusing when a person came out and tell you what's going on because he has to calculate every single thing before come out with a statement because you're the organizer. He's not the leader, he's the organizer. So if you can't be organized, what are you running? Truly a party shop then?
Perform minister, yes, marketing, not a scout. Yeah. Don't you so Jero said, so top and not talk, JFF not talk, what a country. So it's just silence. So this is what we do, people. So Jero, this is exactly what happened. Because the coach is not speaking, the JFF is not speaking, none of the board is not speaking, the players are not speaking. Guess what? We are fans. We can talk all we want because we are fans. We have all right to speak. We are the one who is expecting great things. This is a misconception that a lot of people don't realize. I'm going to highlight something that many people are not looking at. We have a golden generation. We have a golden generation right now. Can we really risk not qualifying this time around by negligence, miscommunication, unprofessionalism to allow us to not qualify for the World Cup? This is a golden opportunity for us to qualify. The World Cup is not only about qualifying, is not only about the players or the JFF. It is something for the country. Pride for the country. This can put the country on a larger scale. Investors, move the country forward. Betterment of the country, not only for the footballing aspect of things. This is a big factor. Look how well the country combined together. 1998. We fell together in 1998. That is what we want to repeat. But we didn't make the proper movement. And then back then, we did qualify and we didn't put things in place to keep that good momentum going. So I'm hoping that it's not only about qualifying. I'm hoping that it's not only about qualifying, but further after qualifications and after your participation in the World Cup, because that is also just as important as qualifying. What do you think about that, Marlon?
Well, basically, still, if you look at it, right now you're not looking at one World Cup. You're looking at looking to continents because you look at 2026, where basically you have 3 teams already. You know, US, Mexico, and Canada. So CONCACAF basically gonna have another 3 spot there. So basically, this is gonna be like the foundation going to 2026. Because a lot of persons are saying, guess what? If without Mexico and Canada and US, it's almost Jamaica being 26. I don't see it that way. You still have to go out and compete to go. Because the other side, they are doing their work. They have a better youth system than us as well. So if you look at Costa Rica, they have a pretty good youth system. Panama as well. Honduras. So
Yeah,
we still have to go out and compete same way.
exactly. Yeah.
So we need to reset a new foundation now with these guys that we have here and the players who have. And yeah, as I said, you know, every year you find 2 or 3 talented players that come through. So you continue from there.
Yeah, I totally agree. What do you think about that, JD? Because I'm literally saying that what we have here is a golden generation. We have to factor in what we want to do, and we can't allow the unprofessionalism that is happening right now to be such a big factor that it affects what we want to do or objectives. What do you think about that? Because I'm seeing that champs is happening right now.
You might muted.
Okay, you hear me now?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. So what do you
Yes.
think
Yes.
about that?
If it's going to be the fact that Champs is keeping why you can't release something, that means the squad is not important enough. That's the obvious thing. And if FIFA and World Cup and Gold Cup is three of the biggest things in the world, there is no way, and no disrespect to Champs, but Champs can't stop that from actually publish. It's just not possible. So it's very hard for me to look into it that way. I would just say it's just overall negligence and unprofessionalism, and you need some competition, not just take away someone and let someone else run the JFF. Because I just saw a comment from Profound Ministry. He said here, if Craig was the head of the JFF, someone would have to insert a clause to eliminate personal agendas. Okay, no problem. But I heard that guy speak, and as you know, I don't pull punches. I heard him speak, and he seems to have his own style, or he would have run things. So if he was in charge, you might not have certain individuals coming at all. He would have relied on certain individuals, because I heard him speak, and I don't have any ties, so I can see straight through what he's saying. I like his philosophy, but it's not going to be feasible to work out as Jamaicans. Jamaicans are known to be Jamaicans, not just Jamaican locals. You understand me? And according to what he likes, I think he would have gone to one set of traditions. So everyone has an agenda. So if you're coming saying that he's going to eliminate agendas, he might just come with one of his biggest agenda. You understand me? So
True.
you have to be careful when you structure thing. It can't be a one-man principle. It has to be a systematic thing that people vote. But let the fans have a say in that vote, so people can, but educate yourself first. So let it be people that is massively educated have a chance to vote, and
Yeah.
then everything will change. If those people are loyal, that's what I have to say, loyal to the culture and want the country instead of the people to flourish.
Yeah.
That's all I can say on it.
Marlon,
But
what's your
but
take on
basically,
this?
but basically,
Carly said if Jamaica lose to Suriname in the Gold Cup, everybody should be thrown away. What's your take on that? Well, JD, I'm giving it to you last. What's your take on that first, Marlon?
well, guess what? Guess what? The game is played on the field, you know. You can go out and have a bad day, so you can lose to anybody.
Yeah.
You can lose to anybody. I was in stadium. I saw Jamaica lose to St. Lucia already, so it's not. So it's a total different story. From a competitive standpoint, um, Suriname is basically doing something fantastic, getting in players. So they're looking towards the future. We're basically doing the same. I think Suriname might be moving a little bit faster than us already, although we had a structure already since. So just basically for us to get in certain pieces and complete the puzzle. But as I said, the game is played on the field from somebody who played it already. So on the day, we're in a group with Suriname and Costa Rica, and looking probably like Guatemala, Guadeloupe to join us. So it's going to be a very competitive group for Jamaica. Yes, we are probably ranked to come up with Costa Rica, but we still don't have to show up on the day and compete.
Yeah. All right. People, before JD give his answer, because I know the direction that JD will be going, I would advise you guys, please guys, come out of the chat and smash the like button. I would really, really appreciate it. That will just take 5 seconds. You hitting the like button, this is what it does. It shows us that you appreciate what we are doing and hearing our voice and allowing putting pressure, applying pressure on the JFF that we need better. We accept, we're demanding better, and we want
Yep.
better for the team. So just come out of the chat and smash the like button and just come back in and let's tear JFF apart. Let's let them know what we feel. Let's let them know exactly how we feel. We have to make them know, people. It's a duty as fans. It is our duty as fans to allow JFF to let JFF know how we feel. Let these guys know what we're
Look,
thinking. We need the best. We demand the best.
military. People can't be in the chat telling us that oh they love our conversation and not supporting us on the like button. So that means you're just like the JFF if you don't support the like button. Period. Done. Nothing more.
So
yeah, nothing more.
so JD, everybody should dash it.
Okay, that's more like it. Okay, people slapping the like button now. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Jenny, tell us, what do you think about Jamaica versus Suriname? Because it is a hot topic. I know you have you cover a lot of the Suriname. You have so much of the Suriname fans that follow you. I know that maybe a few of them might watch it right now. So,
pretty much I was the first one start actually telling people that the Netherlands, as what most people said, most Jamaicans come inside the chat, oh, the Netherlands C team coming here. Okay, well, the Netherlands C team, I told people before it happened, and it happened. If you want to actually know what most in the region qualified individuals that you guys talked about before, things about Suriname, go and listen to one of my video when I played the exclusive clip from the Canadian manager, and the way he sound is pretty much upset. He's trying to say FIFA gave them time in order to get 15 new players, and if it was before, they would have won easily. But no, they brought in these guys. The only thing we are worrying about if they get gel over time. And this is not coming from me, you know. This is coming from the Canadian guy. And we always rank Canada in that fourth pool, because normally we would have USA, Mexico, and Jamaica in that three. And then Canada, Curacao, and all of those others, Costa Rica, in that fourth pool. Anyone can turn up. So if he's that worried, that means, simple means, if Jamaica don't turn up on their day, Suriname, even though they are not gelled, can pull off something remarkable. Because you know what? What they are doing is literally getting all the youth players from Ajax. One system, because they were trying to play the complete football system. So don't look at some of the players because they have a lower market value than some. They're coming from the same youth basis. So that means gelling kind of not really relevant, to be honest, because they're that highly equipped with their IQ, their footballing IQ. So even if you don't know them at that big stage, I definitely tell you, just go on the map, check out how much leagues they did played in and stuff. Maybe some market value drop based on age and stuff. So it's all possible they can go there and not just beat Jamaica, but dominate the game as well. But Jamaica has the squad to go out there and do something. They have that squad to go there and compete with natural talent to beat them. But I think they will have much more organization because these guys have been playing from kids together. And they're coming up through the biggest footballing school in the entire world.
All right.
But I said so Jamaica should still be the favorites if they get everyone.
You hear him walking lyrically about the Suriname team. He's proud because he knows that he has been covering the team and sending out a lot of warning signs, and no one take the warning until it becomes a bit more public. So George Stone said, so there was no press conference today, and we don't know. That is the problem. We don't know. We don't know at all, George. Performance Minister said, do you know that? Okay, we're so far back. Scotland has the same record as Jamaica. They haven't qualified the World Cup since 1998 as well. Preach, brother, preach. Can do it. Alex said, far ahead of you, Alex. Let's say we hypothetically get rid of Ricketts admin legally. Do we consider his replacement? That's a tough one.
We just told you that that's not going to solve anything.
That won't solve the issue until the mentality is sorted out. Exactly, military. Every time that's who the public blame. When the coach and the federation deserve a lot of the blame. Yeah, we turn to the players. Military, feel bad for you dealing with this with both Arsenal and the national team. That's how it goes, bro. Bureaucracy, I tell you. That's it. Big up DG. I'm Jared supposed to say, good evening people, still working but stopping by to show some support. Thank you, Jay, any weather. Bravo said Louis Bacon needs a call up right now. I think he does. I do think he should get the call up. I'm so far, but JD, why don't you tell me to stop and run in the chat? Because I'm years back. I'm maybe about 10 years back.
Well, I can't give you ideas on that yet because I can't solve that problem for myself as yet.
Then you're the one who come on, JD. Are you alone? You learn that from to not to miss out on the chat. Aaron has a YouTube channel. You could be watching this right now. Yes, that would be great for him to see what we're saying. We are fans. We are calling out. We're crying out because we are fans. Structure. All of them. Tell all of them, MG. Operations need to move fast. Who make up the JFF? It can't not be Jamaicans who want Jamaica to win. We have the players that can take us to the World Cup. That's from Donovan Taylor. Yeah, we do. But do we really have the proper structure in place to do it? We're not talking about infrastructure, we're talking about structure. Like from coach to straight up to the Mr. Ricketts himself. With good structure, operations can go quick. Passport could be done in a week or less for sure. Big up Sentiment FC. Performance. If Craig was the head of JFF, someone would have to insert a clause to eliminate personal agenda. You weren't to that already, right? Yeah. Anyway, the sports said JFF busy watching my story instead of dropping a squad list. So anyway, JFF are keeping tabs on your story. I need to check my story. Hopefully they're not eyeing me. Formula Sports said Bailey said it best. If we don't qualify, it is JFF fault. Yes, Bailey did say that. And a lot of people we heard exactly what Bailey said, but we are not getting exactly where he's coming from with that, because as you know, he will not say certain things openly. I don't think that's on his card to say certain things openly. They don't want us to win. Formula Sports said he's tired of JFF.
Yep. Tennis says don't close to the end of the chat. I think Jamaica is far ahead of Suriname. Suriname have not even played a good team, so you think they can dominate Jamaica? First thing, tennis. The last time I checked, everyone told me that Jamaica didn't face a strong team in the entire pool they went in. So ironic and hypocritical is that? So I literally said in my statement that Jamaica has the better natural talent. But because these guys coming from a footballing school, they would be better suited to equipped to the task at hand. So if Jamaica getting these guys fast enough, they can literally get the job done because they would be far and wide better. I literally said the same thing that you said, but you literally listen to the only part that seems like I'm going against Jamaica. So the next time you listen to what I'm saying clearly before you jump at me. All right.
Cool. So the original Braga said no coming in. Big up Braga. Big up Braga. Let me run through some more. What we have said, scrap the federation, start an association. No, we're not saying that. That definitely sounds like a cope farming. No, we're not saying that. But we're saying that we need a bit more understanding of what the JFF is doing and where they are coming from with their insight and ideas. We need a bit more punctuality from the JFF themselves. Guys, remember to smash it. If you haven't hit the like button as yet, and I know a few people are watching, and you don't want to hit the like button, I would command you. I'm telling you, because what I'm saying right here is not for me. It also involves you. Let me look in everything, point in everything. It also involves you. So smash that like button. This is not about me. It's about all of us because we are all fans. So this is not about me. This is about us. Keep your agenda to yourself when we're talking about togetherness. Dissect and reading between the lines. I think JFF wants to release the squad until both friendlies are confirmed. He also said Japan and Serbia has to release the friendlies date same day at JFF. Yeah, but don't state a date.
All I was trying to say, Tennis, is I try to bring forth information to educate people. So if they don't literally understand what I'm saying, at least they always have a link to go and check with. So that means they can go and interpret it themselves, and then it might help them. Well, at least I start the conversation.
Yeah.
And that's all I was trying to say, Tennis. I was not trying to disrespect you, but I'm just trying to say you pick the one point, but most times people do it, and I'm getting used to it. You understand? I'm really getting used to it. But I'm not here to talk down on Jamaica. I just love football, and I watch a load of football, and I check a load of football because most of these players I'm talking about for Suriname, I literally went there and watched them. So that's why I know about them that much. You understand? That's all. Nothing else.
So Bravo Rage Squadron said the Serbia game has been confirmed for months. Don't let them fool you. No, if it has been confirmed for months, I think Serbia does not operate like Jamaica, where they will confirm something and hide it away from Jamaica. I doubt that. I think when they confirm something, they will let their fan base know because they don't operate like that. They don't operate in hide and seek business. They do transparency. They allow their fan base to know what is happening. Christmas said, because I can't understand why Whitmore is not demanding to get English players like Redman, Mason Holgate, Walker Peters, Dwight McNeil, because the local players not going to qualify. I'm not saying that. I don't want to state local players because we do have talent here, but we have to remember that these talents have not been played for the longest time period. So we have to be mindful of that in all aspects. Chris Smith said, big up JD and military, big up Chris Smith. Andy McNeil said, Jamaica can absolutely lose to Suriname. Not even Mexico or USA can take this Suriname team lightly. No one is going to take them lightly, I believe. But I am not going to say Jamaica is going to lose.
The surprising thing is Mexico and USA, Costa Rica, and Canada ain't taking them lightly. But everyone in the Jamaican system seems to be like, oh, we're, like me,
like me, like myself. So, Simeon said JFF no leg of the squad yet. No, Simeon, they haven't. We're here anticipating, waiting on the squad and nothing. Christmas said Alpha for low tax. These are the players that we are using over the year. And if we think those guys can qualify, we are delusional. We will see how that one goes. The original Bagger said Suriname can't be taken lightly in the Gold Cup, though. That's exactly what we're saying.
I wanted to say something to Chris Smith, because we have to look at this as well, I don't necessarily believe that we can just push aside the local base overseas or whatever players, because I still believe that the overseas players ain't coming from the same core. So it's harder for them to get themselves on the same page. So sometimes you need that fine tune in between. You need some of the local base players that can play with each other to get that team chemistry up, chemistry. I still believe so. It's not just all on the English players, I would say. You would want to have all of them in the 30-man pool, but you can select fairly for a good team balance.
Yeah, agree. Imagine we're looking at possible CDMs and people at the JFF saying, nah, those players are as far as the East is from the West. They know about Jamaica. I don't care. Contact them. Jeez. Yeah, it doesn't matter where they are. We have to contact them. I think Jamaica is ahead of Suriname. Suriname have not played a good. Okay. Oh, Tanis said that. Oh, that was a minute ago. Yes. Jay, go sleep about JFF. I watch your story. Ooh, JD, I'm so far back in the chat. I was watching the Canadian Soccer Channel last night, and them said Jamaica could have the most dangerous front three with Antonio, Bailey, and company, Jamal Lowe, Bobby Reed. Yeah, we could have. We can have. I think it's possibly the most dangerous front three in CONCACAF. I think so. I think so. Yeah, I think so. Let's rock through the front threes.
Yeah, but what are you talking about front three? Whitmore ain't playing the front three.
Yeah, that's it too. That's it as well.
Basically, you end up in the front four.
He's playing the front four.
Yeah,
But
you have two a box to box, a CDM, and two wingers.
you expect him to play the 4-2-3-1, right?
Yeah.
So but really and truly, yes, it's a front four, but if you look at the system, because he's playing with 6 defensive players, it naturally leave a line, and then one of those players have to always fill back closer to the defensive line to become a deeper line passer. So the attacking midfielder always took that job there, because he's not going to do much work. Like defensive wise, he's going to take the space.
One of the two can be a box to box.
Yes.
He can actually add to the attacking, and that the attacking could become 5 as well. So it'd be 6 defending, 5 attacking. That can create a bit of balance. DJ Romain said, how the squad? DJ, the squad is blank. We have a blank squad. Right now, believe it or not, the midfield that played weak Saudi Arabia team needs reinforcement. The Pinnock and the Moore are good centre back, but the midfield needs to be fixed. Yeah, it does. The last really strong team Jamaica faces is probably Chile. This US team still does impress me, or overly impress me. They can be broken down. Yeah, that's true. Tenny said, Big DJ, not attacking me, friend. Enough respect. Okay. Simeon said, what's your Instagram, Jay? Jay, anyway, the sports. What's your Instagram? Simeon wants to know what it is. He wants to watch it like JFF. I play a uniform system and a style of national team for a smooth transition. Yeah, exactly. I think JD just said that a while ago. It would be stupid of us to believe that Suriname is going down without a fight. I doubt that. The dates were already set, June 3rd and the 7th. Yeah, but what about the squad? The squad needs to come out as well. Suriname should be fearing us, not the other way around. Same as USA and Mexico. So remember now, we still have so much backroom issues to sort out. And if we don't sort out those backroom issues, we're going to be in big problems. massive problem.
I'm telling you, most of these guys that cheer, the biggest cheerleaders, they are going to be the one turning around, cursing out the team because they set such high standard. You know, just watch. Just watch.
So Life with Brains, them, etc. said, I want to know, did Antonio get his passport? No. On that, nothing official as came out about Antonio receiving his passport. Nothing. But official statement came out that he wants to play.
Yes, he said he wants to play, and that's it.
And that's it. But there's nothing official. So I won't go out and say that he has his passport and we're away. Then you're the same one's gonna ask me, how did I know that?
Yes.
And I can't answer. I won't tell any lie. I will not tell a lie myself. I'm not looking credibility. I'm not looking credibility.
But guys, the passport.
I strongly, if you don't question.
No, let Marlon talk. He's gonna come with his little slick talk. You know, we're waiting on him, Marlon.
What are you gonna say, Marlon?
Yeah, man. But what I'm saying, the passport is an easy issue, because basically once you have a citizenship, the passport can process in a day.
Okay.
So once the main thing is all the guys for them to have their citizenship approved, when all the paperwork are put through, then you get the passport.
Yeah, but he doesn't have any citizenship then. So he has his citizenship, Marlon?
Probably it can be a possibility.
Okay.
According to what I'm seeing JD, according to what I'm seeing on transfer market, under citizenship, it's UK and Jamaica.
Yes, but the last time I've used that for a particular player, I've gotten a bash said he can't play for Jamaica.
Really?
So how
The
hypocritical
$1
it can use in a different circumstances when
Oh,
it
okay.
fits the
I didn't
narrative.
know that.
You understand
I
me?
didn't know that.
All
So you're
right.
telling me that
Which
someone
player is
tell
that?
you that the $1 billion
When I talked about the
website.
goalkeeper, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's the same thing I said. When I talked about the goalkeeper, people came at me and tell me that he can't play.
Okay.
When it literally has the sign there, and when I made the call and asked the people there, they said he could play, and then I said, and then people constantly tell me that, oh, he can't play. So apparently people
Well,
literally know exactly what's going on in someone's life. That's how
JD,
far it
apparently,
goes.
I'm
So
looking
But
that's
at
why
it
I'm
right
saying
now. I'm seeing
that's why I'm saying
British.
the same thing should be applied to Antonio as well. If even
Yeah.
with the sign there on the website, he can't play as yet because he doesn't have a citizenship as yet.
All right. So let me see the name. Let me catch the name again. Life with brains, them, etc. According to Transfer Market, which is credible. No one yet.
Yes.
Which is credible. He has dual nationality, English and Jamaican, British and Jamaican. That's what according to not according to me, not according to military Guna, not according to military, not according to Guna, but according to Transfer Market, he has dual citizenship. So you can go and take it out to Transfer Market. You can go and question them. You can question those guys. Those guys know more. They update like every 10 seconds. They update their platform, which means that they get credible information update. They have like thousands of people working for them, scouting system, agents, just play and players themselves working with them, and they get the updates regularly. So according to them, and before the Jamaican thing, it was actually just England alone. And since recently, it's now become Jamaican and British. So, according to Transfer Market, he is Jamaican. Life with brains, them, etc. said, he said, just get us, Baker, Redman, Antonio, and we good. I don't say that. Along with Antonio. He also said the players, Jay would have said, he also said, okay, so, there's the, guys, I'm going to do something because someone said something earlier that Mr. Earl Bailey has a YouTube platform, and obviously I just saw something coming tweeted from his account. So you guys don't say that I'm talking what I think. So guys, just listen around. I'm bringing it up right now. It's a good thing I have my notifications on, so you guys can see exactly what he said coming from the man himself, Mr. Earl Bailey. So maybe he got the news or he's seen what's happening. Maybe. Okay, so I'm going to bring it up for you guys so you guys can read as well. So you don't think that I'm just here reading off out of my mind. So just give me a sec, people. So he sent out something, and I think that this is something to justify why the dates weren't released or why the press conference didn't take place. So just bear with me just a second, people, and I'll give it to you immediately.
And viewers, that's how powerful it is with people speaking out. Because just as we speaking out here, how ironic it might be someone just clip it and send it to him. Because that's what the culture is, basically. Just honesty.
Exactly. So it's coming up, people. I don't see it's coming up. Let's see what we can get some. So you guys can read it for yourself. Don't take it that I said, Military Guna said, JD said this, JD said. So guys, I'm hoping that you guys can see. And let's read. There is a general delay in the announcement of the games for the June FIFA window by all the teams involved. As soon as the green light is given, all information will be released. Patience, please. So that's it, people. There is a general delay in the announcement of the games for the June FIFA window by all the teams involved. As soon as the green light is given, all information will be released. Patience, please. And that is coming from Mr. Earl H. Bailey eagle eye, who we all know is the JFF press officer. He is the JFF press officer.
Brother, that's why I said you have to just talk straight and don't care, because that's what they do always, clip things and send to people. This is some low, because you're trying to get things fixed, and before they literally pressure people, they try to always go around corner and keep their party shop business running.
No, but the good thing about it, this is validation to the exact thing why we started the stream.
Yes.
This is validation.
Yes.
Let me run through some of the comments. I'm going to keep that up. Let anyone who come in would see what's happening right here. Simon would be great for president. Really? Would you really want someone who don't necessarily involved with football as president? A journalist is different from being a FIFA president. You should know that, right? A journalist is far different from becoming a FIFA president. A footballing federation president.
And why is it people want to pick an individual to do something? And we just said you have to run a qualified situation in order to select people. That means you're trying to put yourself in the same situation that you're in now, because you don't know what the problem is. So you have to educate yourself first before you start going in to trusting people and forcing people into positions. You should not do that. And that's what control the narratives always. If you keep picking people and putting them into position rather than researching, spend the time to research who that person is, how qualified they are. Because facial features don't mean you're qualified for something. You can't look at me and say I'm qualified. It just don't go that way. You have to go back and check it, see what the job entails, and then you keep cleaning up everything, because that's the main rule of everything. Clean up the entire back room. You don't just want one person to put on top of the head, or else you're going to cut down everything and do the same thing yet again. You're not going to fix nothing putting someone there.
You're literally just going across, like you move from like
you're just taking the money from Ricketts and give it to the person that you want to give it to.
All right, so the original bagger said, I've heard of Kieran Agard of the NK Dan has his passport. What do you think of him? First of all, you heard that he has his passport, which means that he's not confirmed. So I don't think we should necessarily look at a player. We can look at him, right? I've never seen him before. I can maybe run across a few stats, but NK Dance, there's a lot of questions in around that one. But where did you hear that he has his passport? I really like to know. You heard it first from military Guna people. Albus Powell, Maggie not playing any ball, so how are they going to compete against USA and Mexico? We'll see. When the team is selected, we will see how that one goes. Kelly said, so now I read between the lines, and Earl basically said, Antonio got his ducks and is ready. Okay, that is good. That's great news for us then. If that's coming from Earl Bailey, that's great news.
So White has to be in between lines. If he has his ducks, just put it out. What's up? What's up with reality? And oh my God.
Okay, so Simeon said, but Khalis, you have no proof that he's lying. Antonio did say he applied for a passport along with his wife. There's still no proof. LOL, military JFF will be for the streets. JFF is for the streets. Gonna behave now. Devon Taylor said, big up JD. Big up JD. Devon is actually beginning up.
No, bless up. My head is hurting me, man.
Penny said, no one knows if he has his passport. He could may not be, we don't know. So people, okay. People are all speculating. Definitely. Let's run through. Incredible fire for them. Exactly what me I try to tell everybody. CNR said that was actually damage control. The press release. That was damage control. Randy Viper said, Mario for president. Me, come on, Randy. I would not want that job. I don't think I would last a day. Maybe I would mad. I maybe mad a few people. Richard Swear said, keep up the good work, JD and Guna. Thank you, Richard. J Anyway the Sports said, read what me say. 650 and you wonder why them are pre my story. So J Anyway, you're the one who leaked it, right? That's true. The original bagger said, I heard it on Reggae Boyz commentary. Agar. Okay, you heard that on Reggae Boyz commentary that he has his passport. So why there's no article really published from the Gleaner or these places that he has his passport or looking after his documents? Why that is not on TVJ like the Redman, the Antonio? I think that should have been on TVJ as well. I think that JFF should have actually said something or have mentioned him as well, like how they mentioned everyone else.
He won't add any value to the team.
Huh?
He won't add any value to the team. If I'm gonna use Kieran Arrogan, I can use Bushy Beckford. You can use the local guys to play.
It makes sense to use one of our local players.
Yeah. Our guy is 31 going 32 to come to play the striker. Yeah, so he's not gonna add any value.
No, but I'm seeing fans talking about Anthony Grant at 35.
Well,
35 or 38.
32.
No. The guy is not 38, Guna. The guy is not.
I'm gonna check.
He's 33.
I swear it's 38.
33. But guess what? Anthony Grant and Agar.
My bad, people. My bad.
It's two different things. Anthony Grant.
Not really relegated.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. Probably he can stop a gap for 2 games for a position we have problem. Kieran Agar doesn't have. I don't see no way he get in Jamaica team unless you're gonna have all the strikers go down. 10 or 15 strikers we have go down.
So he's a striker, right?
Yeah.
I'm searching for him.
We know him, bro. We know him.
No, I need to see for myself. I need to see what he's doing.
Basically, Kaden Jackson from Ipswich and Kieran Agar, they don't really basically.
So he's 31.
Yeah, they don't really add nothing to the team. Getting a Jamaican passport probably for them to travel easier.
Okay, so I'm seeing one game. So he plays in the championship, right? No,
man. League One.
He plays in League One.
He was on injured most of the season still.
So he's a striker. Yeah, he played 19 games, start 11, has 2 goals. He has 2 goals. Remember now, we're looking at bringing on Johnson Clark Harris. Over 30 plus goals for the season. And we're talking about someone with 2 goals. And 1 assist. That's 3 goal contribution in 19 games. And you're a striker.
That's what I say. I don't even look at him.
All right. So Jaden White, big up Jaden White. Thank you for passing through, bro. A lot of respect. Press conference keep today. Jaden, no, according to Mr. Earl Bailey himself, there was a delay in information in the general announcement. I'm going to read exactly what he said, Jaden. There was a general delay in the announcement of the games for the June FIFA window by all teams involved. As soon as the green light is given, all information will be released. And he said at the end, patience, please, from their side. Do you guys think we could win any of the friendly games? Of course. Of course.
If the right team is there, and it's all about, because guess what? Traveling to Asia is a different thing. There's a thing called jet lag. And I can tell you from experience. So flying to Japan, if you're gonna basically most of the players in Europe, so they probably fly straight to
you have to land like a week prior to the game.
No man, you can basically do 3 days before or 2 days before. But the good thing about it still,
we don't want to do 3 days before. We want to put in time a place where they can get sufficient rest, because we don't want jet lag and then the tired players going into training. So that's the reason I said a week. and we have sufficient training days.
What military? For this standpoint, the US, the guys in the US, MLS and USA players, it's gonna be a bigger strain on them to travel because if you're gonna go flying to Asia, especially around Japan, Southeast Asia. So basically they have to fly from either LA, from the West Coast, LA, Seattle, San Francisco. So it's basically you're looking at a 15 hours and 45 minutes flight. For
Yeah.
UK, for the guys from UK now, it's basically gonna be like 10 hours something. So it's easier for them to go there and get acclimatized to it.
Okay.
So basically, I'm just putting it through this because the thing about it, remember, the European leagues are basically this is the last month of it. So most of the guys are basically now, as you see, the championship is finished. So the Jamal Lowe is still in playoff. Andre Gray, their season basically finished. Unless they're gonna do promotion for the team and stuff. So for them, they have to still keep themselves in shape. So probably if they can reach in 3 or 4 days before, probably 4 training sessions together. But I'm looking for the better performance on the second game, not the first. The second game, the team will spend more time together. So I'm looking for a better showing in the second game.
Yeah.
But we can definitely compete with both teams. We know the Japanese are very technical. They're a team who can play a South American style of game with you. They can play the European style same way. So that's a good thing about them. The Serbians, we know what they bring is they're a workman team. They have some pretty good players. Probably one of the best midfielders in the world, Milankovic Savic, Tadic, same way. Vucinic. So they have a lot of players there. So those two teams will be a good test for Jamaica. The only problem I have with these friendlies, they're not taking part in CONCACAF in America, so the players could come and get acclimatized to the US. Yeah. So that's the only problem I have with it.
So we might have to arrive in America a bit earlier to get acclimatized, maybe a week prior to.
Well, I think they're gonna have a training camp. So basically, I said the training camp will be better in the US more than Europe.
Okay.
That would be a smarter way to do it. Jamaica is definitely out of it because you have to go through the quarantine system same way. And I think going into the UK same way. Depends on where you travel to. You have to quarantine for 7 to 10 days.
Yeah. Jensen Andrew said, big up to military Guna and JD. Stay strong and positive and all the analysis. Thank you very much, Jensen Andrew. I think that's maybe one of the the Surinamese passing through, I believe, based off the name, I would assume. But thank you for passing through. A lot of respect. I know you guys are very, very respectful. Bravo Rich Scotland said, there's a general delay in the announcement of the games. Right? Bravo. You're on a different show. I just picked up. See, Kelly saying you're late. Big up Lucas Life. Ooh, I missed a lot of things. Ooh, yeah. He plays for NK Dance. We just ran through it. Agard not good, he can say. I'm not saying it's not good, but I'm saying we have players right now playing at a higher level than what he's playing at right now. So
local players at that as well.
We have, look at it. Agard, he will complain. It will be. We have Shaman Nicholson, Javon Heath scoring goals. We have Kamal Malcolm, Mikel Antonio. We have Jamal Lowe who can play in that position as well. Kemar Roof. There's so much options. There's an abundance of options in the striking. I know it's going to be difficult to select a striker. Then we're going to go for a striker that scores 2 goals in 19 appearances. We have higher quality. He's a striker, but I don't think he will get in. But I remember. I heard it the other day. There's too much options ahead of him.
Guess what?
How many strikers they need? Where are the midfield players? Creative, defensive, back to back.
Thank you very much for that one.
Exactly. We don't need so much. All right, so I'm closing in. Gunnar and JD, Horace Brown, thank you. Errol said Antonio is good to go on the coach's next program. Well, we'll see how that one goes. Definitely. Donovan tell us this is the info I know. Jamaica will travel to Kobe, Japan, and play Serbia on the 11th of June. The Japan match is not set. So, okay, so everyone is giving information that they know. And what's not confirmed. I like to work, for me, I love to work with confirmed news. I love confirmed news. There's nothing can be confirmed news. For example, today we expected a press release from a reliable person, and they just saved themselves a few minutes ago.
No, they just got contacted to save themselves.
well, at least they saved themselves. At least they saved themselves. At least.
All right, for anybody want to find out, the info is there. Just go on the Japanese national team website.
So it's there. It's there.
The dates for the Caribbean Cup, but it's Japan team to be announced, the third.
Okay, so on the Japan side, it has the friendly with Jamaica, right?
No, it's the to be announced, the team to be announced. But the dates are there for the Caribbean Cup. So there's a third.
Yeah, it said the team to be announced, which means that there's still anything confirmed as yet.
Yeah.
If it was confirmed, I believe that it would be on their website that it is there. If it said to be announced, it means that things haven't fully there's not full fruition.
It's in process, but nothing has been confirmed. That's what to be announced.
So there's a strong possibility that it can deteriorate.
It's gonna go because it basically it will go through because the Caribbean Cup is already regular tournament Japan plays they usually
Marlon, at what point they really get frustrated of every single thing that we talk about? We just can't get a straight answer. Like nothing. No answer exists.
Still because Serbia has the date there. But as I said, the Serbia there's a Serbia game there for the 7th to be team to be announced, and the Japan date. So that's why I'm putting JFF the slack on this one.
But look at this, Norman. Let me show you. Let me give an example. For me to say that it is going to happen, this is what I'm doing to myself. I'm putting my neck on the line that it will happen. But this is the problem. JFF haven't confirmed that it's going to happen. Japan has not confirmed that it's going to happen, which means that there are still things to sort out before it's confirmed. If those things don't sort out, and the match is now put off, which means that my head would be on the line to be cut off, which means that I lied. I literally lied because JFF didn't lie. No. They didn't say that it's going to happen. You know. Japan never lied. They did say it was going to happen to be confirmed, which means that there's a strong possibility. If it was going to happen by 100%, it would have been confirmed by both parties, by Jamaica and also Japan. And we will be good. But the mere fact that both parties are yet to confirm it, it means that there's still possible something to stop it from happening. That's what I'm saying. Because remember now, there's a big shock. What a lot of us are not looking at the travel restriction that is in place right now.
Yes,
there's a travel restriction.
That can be a factor as well.
Huh?
That can be a factor as well.
Exactly. So they have to work around that. What if they're unable to work around that? And then no COVID testing have to go on quarantine, like 2-week session quarantine and all these factors, and it just couldn't materialize. Whose head would be on the plate right there? All those people who are saying that the league, it is confirmed and it will happen, their heads will be on the block. I will not come out. I'm not looking credibility for me to come and say that it's happening. I'm not looking credibility. I'm looking facts. Because the only place facts can come from right now in regard to the friendlies is from Japan and also Jamaica. That is the only, and also JFF. That is the only place facts can come from. And because there's no facts from them as yet, it's all speculation. People can say this is going to happen, that is going to happen, but there's no confirmation, and which means that anything can happen.
Well, I guess you don't have the sauce, you know, because you need to have the sauce to sprinkle to tell people. You know, nothing. I ate nothing more than people come on my show telling me that, yo, JD, you know, this is how they sound. Yo, JD, you know, this and that. But you know, I can't tell you. because is a link tell me over this and a link tell.
Nah.
So I'm just saying, you just spend 1 minute out of talking and you don't say nothing because you literally turn on to me and tell me that you can't tell me. People literally watching, so you're just punking all of us. You understand me?
Mm-hmm. Hector Rivera, thank you for passing through. I assume that maybe you're someone new to the team. Welcome to the military squad. What new faces are we expected in the call-up besides Antonio? Nothing is confirmed as yet. Today would have been the day where the names will be announced and we'll know exactly what we're doing moving forward. So because there's nothing confirmed, the only thing is just it came big on news about Nikhil Antonio because we heard it from himself. Articles coming out stating that he says that he's looking about his passport and also his wife's passport. And he's the only person that we have confirmed so far. Brownman Security said, military, what about one more keeper? I think we might be looking for another keeper. We know Amal Knight is not playing. Jaden White is not playing as well. But definitely these guys, well, Jaden White is young. He's 21 years old. So he's practically the future. So you can take a risk with Jaden White because he's the future. We know the main man himself is actually playing. The problem is, what if he gets injured? That is where the problem lies. Jero said we need another quality keeper. With all these strikers, Tapa will line up 3-1-6-6. 3-1-6. Not 3-5-2. You ever see such foolishness?
He has to play the players that he have, you know?
Yeah. So people, we have been going on for practically 2 hours now. That's it for me. People, please, before you go, I would really appreciate to smash the like button. My next show would be a very, very good one. As we said, we are going to work on a lot of things and how, because by then, hopefully by then the squad is released. Then now we can work into systems, how we can move forward and get things better. JD and Marlon, thank you guys for coming on. It was a great show. Great show having you guys on. You cleared up a lot of things that I couldn't clear up. You guys cleared up, and you take a bit of the pressure off me. I saw JD have to go and spat with a few people. That's how it is.
Yeah,
people,
this is what
everyone
it is, you know.
in. Before you go, guys, smash the like button. Military Guna TV. Thank you guys for coming in. A lot of respect.